It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
What is it?
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here we go. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the 50, here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Here we go. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. To throw is Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down.
And the Bears first down.
On first and 10, it's Herbert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
From the 23, here's second down and 5. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Herbert. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll go again with Herbert, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Arthur Mallett. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
He'll buy some time right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Out to his left. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Walker providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Play action. It's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Bears.
Herbert powering up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On play action, Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run with Herbert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Foreman will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
On the move to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Their 49-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Ravens nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Justin Tucker to kick off the ball.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line. Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Herbert once more. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Fields on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15. Here we go. First down, Chicago.
A handoff for Herbert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And way out past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 62 yards. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this one incomplete. So they went for the two, they don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears. Santos now to add the PAT. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Returning it, Justice Hill. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
I couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They try the left side with Hill. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now 3rd and 10.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Third down and 10. To throw is Jackson. Steps away. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of loops backwards after that play. They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Forced out to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Rolling to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? Well, Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
And the Bears first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Fields. That is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Throwing, Jackson out to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And that 2 points you would think should end any thoughts here of a possible comeback.
Yeah, they had a long field ahead of them anyway, but now 2 scores down, you can just about chalk this one up for lost.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Here's Jackson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Fields. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Here's a give to Herbert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. To throw is Fields. That is caught by Herbert. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a bad guy to the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, son.
Fields on first down. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Herbert. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll go with Foreman. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Deontay Foreman taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. To start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action, Fields rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go, son.
Fields now to throw. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Purdy now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jaquan. The Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to throw. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play action. It's Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Fields. Incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here we go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. Looking deep here for Mooney. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On play action, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Back to throw, Purdy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Fields. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Purdy bootlegging it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Niners 3-yard line.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You have everything working in your direction.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here we go. A big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now it's Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Here's 1st and 10. Near his goal line, here's Purdy. That is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here now, 3rd down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So that's going to move him half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. 49ers nothing.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Flush to his right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Purdy to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
Here we go.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Here's Fields. Touchdown! Cole Kmet with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Fields trying to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The kicker, Jake Moody's got it teed up, and we are underway now from Santa Clara. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Fields now to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The Bears first down.
Here's Herbert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First down, Bears.
They'll run here with Herbert. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. This is Herbert. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Back to throw. Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it second down and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. This is McCaffrey on the give. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Herbert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Herbert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Buying time to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 3rd and 3. Purdy off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Play action. Now Purdy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy on the move to his left. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Flushed out right. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And 7 at their 49-yard line.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Off play action, Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And again, back to Komet. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to Khalil Herbert. Touchdown, Bears! Khalil Herbert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do.
And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And fights through one man. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Purdy looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Purdy now to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing here, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 29 yards. And the Niners are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Fields pass complete to Cole Kmet. It's a gain of 7.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw. Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown. Justin Fields finding Darnell Mooney. And the Bears have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter.
Brandon, that touchdown certainly looks like the clincher to me.
Probably a little too much to overcome, don't you think?
I would agree. I say at this stage of the game, that touchdown should seal the fate.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Bears 20, 49ers 6.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's first down. Purdy to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Fields trying to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. His throw incomplete. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Purdy. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings, 42 yards. And the Niners have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Throwing, Purdy. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
49ers 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still two timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 45. Steps away to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Walker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Steps away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. Darnell Mooney working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney, 28 yards. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. I guess no need to force him when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. He may go. And they will the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Didn't learn his lesson the first time. But looks like a second early interception got through to him. Now he understands. Don't force a throw if it's not there. Oftentimes, running is the better play anyway. Case in point, he picks up a first down there.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Bears 20, Eagles nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
This is caught. Touchdown. Justin Fields fighting Darnell Mooney, and the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Bears 27, Eagles nothing.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch, and now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On the mark, I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
2nd and 10, Fields again. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this 1st half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Touchdown Bears! DJ Moore, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this 1st half. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
At the 19-yard line.
63.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here we go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Fields. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 41 yards. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw is Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Swift. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Hurts to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Hurts to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Andrew Billings busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Being chased out left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Gervon Dexter. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete right side to Komet. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.